Hi there. We're going to be talking about our forecasting module. So what we need to do in order to navigate to the forecasting module is to click down here on planning. You're going to have a couple of different options. So if you've got areas set up on your account, you'll have the option to see sales by area. Otherwise, you'll go straight down into sales by location. Now, what this is going to give you is it's going to give you the last year's sales, last 7 days sales, and what the forecast is predicting. Now, it's up to you or your general managers to go through and approve the forecast. So if your general managers only have access to, say, the Birmingham site or the Manchester site, those are the only sites that they'll be able to approve or see the forecasting for. This is an admin account, so you're able to get an overview of all of the different locations. So in order to go through and approve day by day, I'll click into the account and it'll load for me what the different forecasted sales are for each day. So clearly the business was closed on Monday and Tuesday, but back open on Wednesday, Thursday, etc. So if I want to go in and approve Friday's forecast, I can see that we did about 2,000 in sales last year, about 3,000 in sales last week. But given that it's the first Friday back in January, it's looking at this and saying, you know what, based on trends that we've been seeing across the board, I think it's only going to have about less than £1,000 of sales. But I, as the general manager, am clued into the fact that we've actually got a really big event happening on that Friday. So I'm predicting that based on the event, we'll actually probably do closer to 2,500 in sales. Now it's going to adjust the guest count, and then you can give your adjustment reasons. So 12th night is a holiday that's celebrated, so that's also recorded here. But one thing that I would want to record is I would just say we've got a large group coming in, or in this case, a local event. Then I can go through and approve the forecast. And I can do that for each day. So for this one, for instance, for Birmingham for Saturday the 6th, that actually looks about right to me. So I can just go through and approve it without making any adjustments. It's important to make sure that you make adjustments because that's how the AI learns. So once it starts getting an idea of having large events, if those are put in your calendar ahead of time, it's actually going to already factor that into the forecast rather than you having to do it manually. So the AI is going to continue to learn from each of these different inputs. In order to look at the accuracy of all of these different forecasts, we can go look at the snapshot, but we can also look at this trends tab here. But snapshot's going to give you an overall look at the location, the forecasted sale, the submitted forecast, so if it was edited at all by your general manager, excuse me, and then total sales, and then what was the mean average percentage error. So what that's looking at is how close were we to what was actually sold. So it's not going to tell you whether we were 25% under or over, it's just the mean average across the board. So we've got looking at the Tenzo MAPE, and then we've got the submitted MAPE as well. So if you submitted the forecast and it's slightly different to what Tenzo predicted, you'll see a slightly different number there for each of the locations.